Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week, and we make that happen for your listening pleasure and hopefully to make your life a little bit better. When somebody has an attraction to you, there are certain things they are going to ask about, and that's kind of what we're looking at here. The ways in which a conversation can develop if a person has a level of attraction to you that they would like to pursue. If you are trying to get more out of the dating world in the second half of 2022 and into 2023, would love to be of assistance to you in that way, in any way that I can. Please feel free to reach out at PO Perception on Twitter and or in the About Me section of this YouTube page, thus allowing something positive to happen from there. And so, when we begin to know how to do that, when we begin to kind of look at where things go in a positive direction, we can then also begin to kind of see the patterns of questions people might ask. The first is obviously they ask about your relationship status. If a person's asking that and it's just not a getting to know you conversation, like they've asked, so are you seeing anyone, and you've met them a couple of times, and it doesn't go with the flow of the conversation. In other words, that comes out of the middle of nowhere. Chances are they're interested in finding out if you would see them in that way. The next thing that people begin to do is kind of look at a certain level of directedness in terms of, are you someone that they feel comfortable with, and or they're going to take interest in you as a person. They're going to ask for your opinions on their thoughts, their ideas, their concepts, the things that matter to them. They're going to see about common interests, but also they're going to show interest in things that you're interested in, even if they don't have a great deal of knowledge. One of the ways that you can notice a person's level of interest is directly related to if they ultimately are identifying ways in which they can feel more identifiable and connected to the idea of feeling like um, things are going um, in a positive direction, and kind of moving things forward, um, so that you can feel like you're in control of the context of the conversation. They're going to ask about your opinion about them physically, opinion about their ideas, whether it be about social topics or other topics. They're not even necessarily curious about your answer unless they're really passionate. They just want to keep you engaged. So the idea of what you believe in, and also your morality, and the ways at which things are going to go forward, can also be a major force in trying to connect things in a good direction. The next thing to kind of look at there is their commitment to getting to know you, and also getting to know your motivating factors. Motivating factors could be they'll ask about what the most important thing is to you, what you think of certain concepts or ideas. If they are very politically motivated, they may ask about politics. If they're very commitment motivated, they may ask about your views on marriage or family. If they are very spontaneous, they may ask about your dreams and your goals and kind of the ideas at which you'd be interested in. Then they're going to ask about your ideal date and perhaps your previous dating experiences. Now, ideal date could be something as simple as, what do you look for in a dating scenario? But it could also be, what was the best date you ever had? What was the worst date you ever had? That kind of thing that ultimately leads you in a direction that can make them feel like they understand how to keep or hold or maintain a level of your attraction, and ultimately moving things forward in that direction. That again becomes something that you have to look at. And again, these individuals are also going to ask about maybe worst case scenarios so they can know what to avoid. The more a person is kind of using the tent poles of how to keep your attraction and how to keep your attention, the easier it is for them to understand whether they can meet your needs in an appropriate manner or not. Again, dating is just as much about attraction as it is about meeting needs. And so understanding how to be there for a person, how to maintain their level of attraction and or interest is an important aspect to look forward to and from. So hopefully This is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.